Are you going to work this time? You going to let me go live? Maybe. I think it's working. Welcome to Wednesday free live tarot readings. Today we have the Muse Tarot. So we're going to do a few readings with that one. I think that, that's one of the things where I have some issues with using one deck for like 50 readings, because now the cards are in different spots. So the card that you may have used is not there because you used it for the last reading. I don't know. Does that make sense? Maybe that doesn't make sense. Maybe I'm talking to myself and nobody else is going to join. Shaker Maker, hello. How's it going? What is going on? We do have people indeed coming in here. All right, can it be white? No, it can't be white. Can it be just dark? That works for me. There we go. Cool. Haiti, welcome. How's it going? How is everyone doing tonight? We have a new cloth. Well, it's not really a cloth. It's more like a gaming pad, but it is new. It is new, and we have the Muse Tarot. Temperance Tarot, what is going on, Reverend Deep? How are you doing? CM, welcome. How is it going? All right. So, I shuffled the Jesus out of these cards, and I'm hoping that we got a nice and randomized set of cards for the Muse Tarot tonight. I got to say, I hope it goes well. G.A. Peach, it has been a minute. How are you doing? How is it going? Annie Law, welcome. TTV, long time no see. Welcome. It's been a whole hour. Fatah, welcome. What's going on? Carrie, what's up? Kimberly Red, oh, awesome. You love the deck. Awesome. That is so cool. Anyway, yeah. Let's see. Does my mother come and visit me? Does my mother come and visit me? I'm doing great. I had some issues getting the stream started. It appears if this computer is on for longer than, let's say, 10 minutes, it won't stream. It will just fail to stream. Fresh reading with a fresh deck. That is, that is dealer's choice. That's up to you there. Pinkie Pie, what a cute name. Rachel, welcome. How is it going? Lady, how are you? Cynthia Smith, welcome. Lia's Legacy Forever, welcome as well. I'm doing great. I got my Muse Tarot in, and I've been playing with it sort of off and on all day. And I shuffled the Jesus out of these cards. I believe I'm ready to go. I believe I'm ready to go for this one. The problem with having a new deck is you have to just shuffle it to no end. You have to shuffle it to no end. So, yeah, there's that. Jessica, does Kevin have feelings for me? And is Detrick seeing somebody else? Ooh, let's find out if Detrick has that cheating heart. Just like the song. Just like the song. Let's find out here. LLF1. Does D have a cheating heart? Let's find out. Entertainment purposes only. By the way, of course, we're going to use the Muse Tarot. Of course, we're going to use the Muse Tarot. And man, I shuffled the Jesus out of these cards. So hopefully this works out quite well. Look at, we got, like my new background there. That is nice. That is super bright. There is that. But that is nice. I'm just saying. All right. Just dealing with isolation. Aren't we all? It's rough. It's rough out here in the Tarotlandia. Well, does D have a cheating heart? Well, I can tell you that that this footer is not working for me at all. I mean, I'm just going to come out. And just, open with this and say the footer isn't working for me, and we'll change it. There we go. That's much better. I need a yellow one for this particular thing. Alley Cat, welcome. How is it going? I am doing good, Alley Cat. It has been a minute. How are you? How are you, Cedra? What's going on? All right. Does he have a cheating heart? The two of voices, which, by the way, is the Two of Swords. The Two of Voices. Kimberly Red, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. By the way, there is no list. Whoa, there is no list. I take donations and I pick at random. So we're picking it random here and doing the cheating heart. The Two of Swords upside down says that I believe you have some sort of an intuition for this. I think you sort of know something's up or something's going on or something's happening. I don't think that you're blinded to this issue any longer. I think you know something's happening, something's going on, and your intuition is sort of bothering you with that. But I think you're sort of trying to avoid it if you can. Avoid it if you can. So you do have the hints. You do have that subtlety that's sort of coming across in the situation. Haiti, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. You do have that subtle thing sort of coming through, but I think overall they are, let's see, the Knight of Inspiration, the Eight of Emotions. I'm going to say overall, you could have some issues. You could have some issues. Well, Haiti, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it, by the way. You could have some issues, right? Because we're sort of sneaking into the Eight of Emotions to where we have that black hole in our heart, or we have that hole where things are just not sort of leaking, where things are sort of leaking through, and the positivity sort of being gone. And in the traditional one, you're sort of walking away from the situation, right? So there is that issue that you are having, and I believe that something is happening. So again, entertainment purposes only. But if you ask me yes or no that they have a cheating heart, what's happening? I think the Eight of Emotions says they're heading in the direction of sort of shopping around, looking for some other things, right? The Knight of Inspiration is quite interesting as well. I think almost they don't feel like it's a big deal. They feel like they've made some communications with you to where maybe this is okay to sort of shop around. Maybe things are moving in a direction to where they could feel encouraged to shop around. But, the window shopping does appear to be going on a little bit. So, yeah, if you're looking for some window shopping, you could have some here. And I think it's about getting back to his roots, or getting back to his passion with love and a passion with having relationships and whatnot. He feels sometimes that's lost, and some of that is sort of, some of that's sort of challenged, right? Some of that's sort of challenged. Do you read for free? Yes, I have 300 free readings on the channel, by the way. And I just did a free reading, but there are quite a few donations come in. Quite a few donations do come in, but I do read donations first, obviously, because, if you paid for a donation, you'd be mad if I didn't do it. So there is no list, but donations take priority. Then I pick at random. I just picked at random. Now we'll do donations. Kimberly Red, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Divine Universe, hello, how's it going? And Tulip, we got all these new people here. This is awesome. By the way, please hit that subscribe button and check out my videos. I have 700 videos. Do you know who else has 700 videos? Nobody. Because I've been doing this 10 years. So I have tutorials on Thoth. I have Lenormand tutorials. I have generic tutorials as well. I have reading styles. I have astrology. I have numerology. I have everything on the channel. So come check it out and scroll through. Bound to be something you like. Otherwise, why are you watching my stream? Just saying. It's bound to be something you like out there. Otherwise, why are you here? Okay. So let's do this one. By the way, this is the Wizard's Tarot. Everybody loves a good Wizard's Tarot. Love your vids. Thank you, ladies, so much. I appreciate it. And by the way, out of those videos, I have 300 readings. I've been doing free readings on the channel since 2000. No, 2010. So I believe I started in 2010 or 2011. So it's been a long time. I've been doing this a minute. I'm just saying. Temperance Tarot, thank you for your donation. Blue Crayola, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate all y'all hanging out and coming in here. By the way, I do magic too. You know what you haven't seen? If you're new to the channel, you know what you haven't seen? You haven't seen the money trick. I'm just saying. Shaker, what is happening for you this weekend? All right, Shaker, do you think they want, all these new people, do you think they want to see the money trick, Shaker? I think Shake Bountiful Sea Turtle, welcome. Katie, welcome as well. How is it going? All right, so let's turn off the let's turn off this. Let's do the money. See, all these new people, let's do the money trick. So here's what you get. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, $5, right? We got $5. What we want to do is we want to enhance our $5 because that's how we work. We enhance the money, right? What you do is go like that, and then it turns into $100. That's right. I'm being serious. 20, 40, 60, 80, $100. $100, and that is the money trick. You won't find that on any other tarot readings. I mean, I'm just saying. You won't find that any other channel. Lame magic tricks is my specialty. It's what I do. It's what Shaker, you and the Rubik's Cube. Oh, Shaker, I have like 5 other Rubik's Cube tricks. I'm just saying, you know, if you're going to get excited, go ahead. I got 5 other Rubik's Cube tricks. We'll do one tomorrow, maybe. All right. Let's find out about that. 3 kinds of magic. Well, there you go. That's not the Book of the Dead. That's the Book of the 20s. I mean, this is not the Book of the Dead. It's a Book of the 20s. Anyway. So, what am I even doing? I got distracted. Everybody's new here. You know, we're sort of hanging out. Okay, so Kimberly Red just got her deck, and can I do that in your bank account? Sure, give me the routing number. No, I'm kidding. It's a joke. So, doing magic too long when I have all the jokes for all the responses. Okay, even if they're bad, you know. Brianna, welcome. What is going on? Can you tell me about a hard drive? Okay, well, you know, we'll do that with a hard drive. Or the high density, I'm not sure what HD is, high definition. So the general, Mr. Maurice, welcome, how are you? Thank you for your donation, I greatly appreciate it. So, Rubik's Cube tricks, I got 5 more. So general reading, the Knight of Pentacles says that it's time to focus on development, self-development. You have some opportunities for self-development. You have some things that you could be doing for self-development, and you're sort of putting off some of those, and it's time to sort of start those, even if it's just lightly start those, and go about that as well as you're sort of guided within the self-development realm to do some certain things or to talk to some certain people. And I think that you would benefit from some of the training, some of the free training that they have out there that you can do in the self-development field or self-development type that you're interested in, and that's going to be beneficial to you as well. So it's basically sort following the path. I think that you sort of followed off the path a little bit, and you can sort of get back on it, right? Just hop back on the train, get back on the path, and get focused. And getting focused is going to be beneficial to you because I think that you had done some self-development, done some things in that realm as well before, and just sort of stalled. You got knocked back, you got busy, things happen and things like that. So the 7 of Cups says you have a lot of options within this, so be careful after you start this process, right? Because you've been there before. You know the road. You know what the road looks like. You know how to walk the road. It's just a matter of choosing the right pathways or the right curves within that road to make sure that you get what you need, because a lot of times you'll get distracted with this or get on the wrong path and you're not really getting what you need, and you're not really getting things that are satiating you and getting you to where you want to be type thing. So it's more of a find the options, right? The 7 of Cups, find those options that are going to be important to you. They're going to make a difference for you. And the Emperor says, take charge with that. Bountiful Sea Turtle, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. But the Emperor says to take control of that. Don't let other people control you. You're reading a book, you're watching a video. Make sure that you have the command, you have the control. And that's going to be good for you. That's going to be good for you. Think that you get on that path and everything does as well. Shake me, I live in the Midwest USA, right in the big unemployed focus of Las Vegas. Brianna lives in that unemployment capital. Let's see. Hopefully that fixes itself. So Brianna, are you hearing that they're going to start hiring more people? Are you hearing that they're going to start hiring some more people, or what are they going to do? I mean, what are they going to do after the quarantine is lifted and whatnot? Oh, look, we're going to use the Muse tip. Miss Michelle, we're going to go overtime today, apparently. We have 2,000 donations. All right, we're going to use the Muse tip. We're just going to use it a lot tonight. I'm just saying right there. I'm just saying right there. Is that Texas? Yes, I'm in Texas, but she's in Vegas. I'm not in Vegas, I'm in Texas. I do like going to Vegas and playing blackjack, though. I gotta say, I'm pretty good at blackjack. I'm pretty good. And that's because I don't drink. I think blackjack blackjack is just a bunch of different rules, and as long as you follow it, you'll end up making money after a certain amount of time. But the problem is when you start drinking, and then you don't follow those rules, and you lose everything. So, you got to watch it. You got to watch out. So my mom is still acting up. What is going on? Well, the 7 of inspiration, the 4 of inspiration, she still feels defensive. The 7 of inspiration is a very defensive card. You forgot one of my readings last night. Oops, sorry about that, Haiti. Let me know what it was. We'll catch up. We'll catch up for you. If nothing else, Haiti will make you a dedicated video and get you all caught up. So the 7 of inspiration points to being defensive. She still feels defensive. She still feels like things aren't going her way. And it's just that defensive posture. And when you feel like you're being overwhelmed or you feel defensive, you take on a different attitude. And that attitude sometimes is not going to be exactly the best, right? It's not going to be the best attitude in the world. Just feeling defensive. Moving into... It seems like she's just trying to restore the home. She's trying to restore the home to where she thinks it needs to be. And that is going to be, the 4 of inspiration, the 4 of wands points to the, the home card, right? Trying to get the home fixed, trying to get the home repaired. And a lot of times that may or may not be possible. A lot of times that depends on how you view the home should be and whatnot. But if that's not in line, she's uncomfortable and it's still a bit, out of whack. Okay. So the 8 of wands says she wants some action. All right. My son can be okay with his dad for 14 days. All right. She wants some action. And she wants some things done, right? This is the fast card. This is the rapidity card. And you sort of need to get some action going, she thinks. You need to get some action going, get some things going as well, right? And the Knight of Voices is a very fast-moving card. So you have 2 of these very fast-moving cards. It's almost like that she's impatient to get some results. She's very impatient. She wants results now, and she's not getting it. And that's why it comes out into that realm, or it comes out into that space, right? All right, well, let's get your other question that I missed. Sorry about that. Sometimes we just get busy over here. Sometimes we get a little busy and get disoriented. We get disoriented. That's just what it happens. All right, Brianna, blackjack is fun indeed. You haven't heard anything. That's not good at all. All right, so will son be okay with dad for a couple of weeks? Let's see. We'll do the thought, by the way, Brianna's favorite deck in the world. Brianna's favorite deck in the world. If there's one deck Brianna would absolutely love to get read on every relationship reading, is going to be the oh Jesus, it's going to be the thought. Where does she come from? It's not a good card at all. What? Well, at least that's not right side up. Okay. Well, we have a couple of bad cards. I think that there's some disconnects. I think that there's some disconnects, right, with that. This is actually a great card when it's surrounded by good cards, and it is. So we're gonna roll with it. I think that there's some still things to learn. There's some things to catch up on. And I think that your son is going to be catching up on stuff, just catching up on dude stuff kind of thing, right? With dad, and everything is going to go pretty well. And, this card is a very fun card, adventurous, fun. And I think it's sort of that masculine energy, and getting that out and just having fun, right? Just doing dude things, having some masculine energy and getting that caught up and being excited and exuberant about things and having fun, right? As well as sort of that learning or developing skills and sort of learning, again, that masculine energy and picking it up. So everything looks good for the 2 weeks. I don't see anything negative at all. I just see that you're sort of worried sometimes, you're concerned sometimes, and it's just a matter of sort of dealing with that and just making sure that everything's cool and making sure there are ground rules and making sure there are, rules set in place. And obviously that communication is there, that everything will be okay as well. But I don't see anything. It's more of a fun, this is a very fun, adventurous exciting card. When it's surrounded by bad cards, not so much, but it's surrounded by great cards and everything goes well. It's just a matter of just get that connection and get that communication going. Make sure you know the ground rules. Make sure everybody is clear on what happens. There's no unclear things as it goes, and everything will be cool. Everything will be fine. I don't see any issues whatsoever. And this is a very fun and adventurous card, unless it's upside down or surrounded by bad cards, but surrounded by great cards. And I think everything will be just great. Okay, so let's see, Blue Crayola. Let's check this out. BC wants to know. Love reading for Jay. Love reading for Jay. A lot of J's. A lot of J's. By the way, Love reading for Jay could use the Anna K Tarot because that's what we like. That's what we like. Popcorn is much healthier snack. Well, silly me, I eat grapes. I eat grapes because, I got health issues. I got health issues caused by myself. Who can I blame for that? Myself. So, there was a price for all that pizza that I ate. There was a price indeed. It came calling. It came calling. Here we go. Haiti, when I get my unemployment money. There we go. Are you talking about your Trump bucks or your unemployment money? Yeah, I'm thinking about unemployment money. Okay. I don't know. We had a Trump buck screen. What does that look like? Is it still there? Yeah, we do have the Trump buck screen, the job screen. But no, we're not using that yet. All right. Thank you, Haley. I appreciate it. All right. So love reading for Jay. I do love Anna Kay as well. Jay doesn't seem to have any problems. Jay doesn't seem to have a whole lot of problems. He seems to be on the receiving end of, some love. We have that 9. I think that Jay is very grounded. Jay is remarkably grounded as well. Jay is remarkably grounded as far as love goes, as far as relationship goes, as far as things are going. I don't think Jay's having any problems whatsoever. Seems like that he's grounded, knows what he's doing. He has that surrounding with love and all of that good stuff. So I don't think that Jay himself or Jay him or herself, whoever Jay is, I don't think we have Jay Tarothon. Oh, Tarothon would be a lot of breaks because I can't sit down for long. Majority of my life is standing up and walking around. I'd say 90% of my life is standing up and walking around. So don't think they're having any problems. I think that they're also receiving love, or they're also giving love, and they're good at that as well. So again, we don't have any issues. We don't have any communication issues. We don't have any bad things. They've had some bad relationships before. I don't think that's really affecting them. Overall, if you're looking to sort of get in with this person or get through this person or have a relationship with this person, I think that it's going to be, you're going to have to sort of deal with some of their past things as well. But if you can get through that and whatnot, I think Jay has a pretty stable, pretty rock solid foundation as far as love goes as well, right? Again, with the past things, they do like a little bit of spice. But it's a matter of, I think that they can control it. In other words, a little drama, a little fun and things like that. But I think they can control it. And I think that everything is sort of looking up and looking pretty good as far as Jay is concerned. So overall, I don't really see any issues. Just deal with the past relationships, be open about past relationships and let them sort of air it out. Don't be like their past relationships if they don't like too much drama, and be willing to put up with a little spice, right? If you like it really boring, maybe this you may have to put up with a bit of spice and sort of get that going on. But going on with my Cap's life. What's going on with my Cap's life? I have no idea what that means. My Capricorn's life? Does that mean your life? You're a Capricorn and you want the life or something? Not really sure. And for this, we can use the Muse Tarot again. The Muse Tarot again. I dropped my snack on the keyboard. Okay, well, now we need to know what was your snack. Katie, you can't tease us with snacking and not tell us what it is, because your snack formed a giant wiener in chat. Have you noticed that? Your snack made a giant wiener in chat, Katie. I don't know if that's a You know, I mean, I don't know if that's a subconscious thing you got going there, but that's, I'm just saying, that's why it was filtered. All right, let's see. So what's going on in my cap's life? We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. All right. The Capricorn's life. What is happening in the old Capricorn's life? We don't need that card. We got this right here. We got this right here. Well, all right, we got all upside down cards. That's, you know, all upside down cards. I'm just saying. All right, I've never seen that. Well, you're not a dude. You're not a dude, and I guess it's all like a Rorschach test. Is that how you pronounce it, the Rorschach test? I don't know. Anyway, Julie, glad you're using the Muse deck. I am too. I like this deck. I think it could have used more drawing, like the other one, but okay, whatever. The Two of Emotions, the Two of Cups. What's going on is they're trying to sort of find love. They're trying to find some connections. The Two of Emotions, they're swirling around in the water. They're trying to dig it up. They're trying to find it. And they're just maybe not having... Hooping Rabbit, you joined just in time. Hooping Rabbit, you did. You joined just in time for the Muse Tarot. They're trying to find love. They're trying to find it. They're trying to get it going. They're trying to break through barriers, and they're trying to get things accomplished with love as well, and find that connection. It looks like maybe they have a bit of difficulty with this, or a bit of hesitation with this. I think they may be a bit shy, right? The Two Emotions, a bit shy with that. And that points to the Emperor being upside down. A lot of times in love, they may not be direct. They may not be direct. In other words, they could say, you know, I really, really like you. You know what I'm saying? With like, with just talking about stuff and communicating feelings and things like that. They could be a bit hesitant, a bit of an introvert maybe. The Emperor upside down points to possibly a bit of an introvert. Maybe they don't take that command, they don't take it and just run with it. They don't grab the opportunities and just go with it right as well. So the Hierophant as well, they just don't like the formality of a relationship, right? The relationship. They just don't like that formality. The Hierophant upside down, trying to shed that a bit, trying to get rid of that formality and just make it fun, make it dynamic, make it something that they really enjoy, and just not put a bunch of seriousness into it, right? What will they call marriage, right? I love you so much that I want to get the state and legal system involved, right? That's the definition of marriage, right? So the Hierophant upside down says, let's not do that. Let's relax a little bit. Let's have something fun, casual. Let's get in. Let's dig into it and enjoy ourselves without having all of that, right? The Queen of Voices as well, obviously with this sort of personality, he gets crossing. Welcome. How is it going? This, with all of this lack of formality, with all of this sort of casualness, the Queen of Voices, within that sort of introvert, they have difficulty getting the super deep emotions out of some relationships or something, etc. And it's hard to get that out with the other factors within here. Anyway, all right, you're describing them to a T. Well, that's perfect, because I got the Muse Tarot. See, the Muse Tarot described them to the T. I don't really do much work. I just throw down cards and then tell you what it says. Like somebody was like, what do you do to prepare for a reading? I'm like, I throw down cards, man. I don't really do anything. I'm really kind of a lame tarot reader. I mean, what is happening for me this weekend? Work. Just kidding. Mike and the Mechanics, right? I think we're doing Mike and the Mechanics this weekend, aren't you? Or something? Oh, by the way, we're going to go and grab something different. You know, I want the Shadowland Tarot. I think I'm in the mood for the Shadowland Tarot right there. Right there. Shadowland Tarot is just the way it should be. It's just the way it should be. I don't understand why the Hierophant is naked. You're the one that posted a wiener in chat, Katie. I'm just saying, you know? I'm just saying. And then you notice the Hierophant is naked. See? And you blame it on me. You say I'm the one that interpreted that wrong. And then you're talking about the naked tarot cards. Katie, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just pointing this out right here. All right. What else we got? The Shadowland Tarot. What are we going to do this weekend? You know, we'll do a bonus card. Just, Shaker, we'll do a bonus card just for you. There, so there's your bonus card right there. There's your bonus card. What is happening this weekend for you? Well, you have the Death card. It's going to be an exciting weekend. Just kidding. The Wheel of Fortune, it looks like a standard weekend. It looks like your standard weekend, right? What comes around goes around. I think that you pretty much have a routine going. You got a routine going. You like to do these things. You like to do this and you like to do that. And you have a routine. I think you're very routined. I think you're very routined. The Wheel of Fortune said you just might be a bit on that routine side, you know? A bit on the routine side. The Ten of Pentacles says it's going to be all right. It's going to be pretty good. The Six of Cups, you're going to have a bit of that love back and forth, a bit of that sharing and emotion back and forth as well, as you so go with that. And the Six of Pentacles as well. So the six, we're sort of looking at the stability, right? A bit of that stability, or maybe a bit of adventure within the stability. So not sure as far as big adventures. We're going out, you know, maybe we're going to Vegas or something, you know, but it's more of a stable adventure, more of a little adventure, something that you're going to do a bit outside of the norm, maybe a bit outside of the comfort zone. You're going to go out and have a little fun. You're going to share some love, and Ten of Pentacles, you're going to have, you know, pretty feel of stability. I think it's going to bring you a reset from work. If you're not working, it's going to be a nice reset, a nice change of pace where things are going to be a bit different, a bit rocking as well. I think at the end of the weekend, you get some interesting news as well. You'll get some interesting news as well. Death, as the final card said, this weekend, the transitioning into next week, I think you get a bit of news. I'm not sure if it's work related, something related, anything related. I think that you get a bit of news as you're sort of going into Monday. Obviously not big news, not the tower to where everything's falling down and, you know, God forbid. But no, it's death. I think you're sort of entering a new state or entering something a bit different on Monday. And I think that you'll figure out what that is on the weekend. There we go. All right, Julie, will my husband find a job in the near future? Well, until the virus is out, probably not. Julie, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Let us see what we have right after. A few more. We got Brianna. Brianna wants to know about high definition. Let's see. BS. Can you tell me about high definition TVs? I'd love to. I'd love to tell you about high definition TVs. And if we're going to do high definition, we have to do the Bone Fire Tarot, by the way. The Bone Fire. By the way, my smoke refills come in tomorrow. We're going to have smoke on smoke on stream. We're going to have tarot cards that emit smoke. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. I'm just saying. Yeah. COVID has taught us quite a few things. One, it's told us that, you know, when our rights are taken away, we celebrate. And it's also taught us that we need a lot of toilet paper. A lot of toilet paper. You need 6 months of toilet paper, basically, at any given time. I mean, those are the two things that I learned, is the toilet paper being the main one. And I got some toilet paper already. I had a few months already, but now I have about 3 years worth of toilet paper. So, you know, I get about 3 years. So if I'm locked here, I can eat and then I can poop and everything's good. And everything is good. Tarot Magician, welcome. Hey, how is it going? How have you been, Tarot Magician? All right. So yeah, Brown is like, ooh, Bonefire. Something news about Mike and the mechanic. I don't know. I think it's news about something. You'll figure it out in Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You'll figure it out in 4 days. In 4 days, you'll figure it out. All right. So Brianna wants to know about high definition TV. What did they think about me today? The Ace of Cups, they're very receptive. They're very, very receptive. Very receptive. With the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Coins. I think they want things to begin. They want things to start, right? We have two aces, not just one. And you saw me shuffle those cards really well, or they're not here, they're over there. You show me shuffle those cards really well. And the Ace of Cups points to an emotional beginning or things sort of starting up. Ace of Coins as well as something sort of stable, earthly starting up as well. So I believe that they want to start something up. So if you're looking to get in the groove here or get going or whatnot, I think that that's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good for the couple of aces. And I think, in fact, if you're waiting for them to call or text or whatever they are supposed to be, high definition TV is supposed to be doing, then I think they just might do that with the two aces being there. They may take that initiative and they may pick up the phone and do all that stuff. So the Shaker, we'll be hearing from Mike and Mechanic this weekend. Shaker, thank you for your donation. I really appreciate it. The Knight of Cups says, though, that they're not willing to make a rapid, quick move. If you're looking for a beginning, I think that you have it. If you're looking for a stable beginning, I think that you have it. If you're looking for things to just go quickly, I don't think so. Not so much. The Knight being that delivery, the Knight being that rapidness, the Knight of Cups sort of being self-reflecting and looking at the cup and thinking about the cup and sort of moving on that horse and getting things done. I don't think that they're going to be able to do that. I don't think they want to move fast at whatever the thing is, right? But the Nine of Coins says they're willing to go for the long game. They're willing to work at it and go long and sort of be good with that and be fruitful with that. So if you're looking for rapid, quick successes, not so much. If you're looking for the long game, I think you have a better shot there. But yeah, we got a couple of aces. You're looking really good. Coloring books, no artist really covering it. What are we doing with sketches? What? Okay. Oh, and look, it's Jocelyn. Welcome. How is it going? All right. We got quite a few in queue. Let's burn through these. All right. Mr. Maurice Evans Jones. Always good to see you, my friend. What do you see for me in the next 2 weeks? Let's figure it out. We got a 14-day forecast going here. Let's do that with Mr. Maurice, and we will use... Oh, what is a good tarot to use? I'm thinking the Golden Tarot would be great. Oh no, the Light Seers Tarot. We've been using the Muse Tarot. We have neglected the Light Seers Tarot. Yes, Jocelyn is House of Tarot. It's easy to remember. Just think of Jocelyn as hot. See, Jocelyn's hot. You knew Jocelyn was hot. Now you forever know who House of Tarot is. That's what I do. I make weird memory cues. Weird memory grams. Is it memory gram, memory cues, something? You know what I mean. All right. 14 days. 14 days. Let's check it out. Find out what we have in store. All right. We'll do 5 there. We'll do 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Let's check it out. See, Jocelyn knows she's hot. I mean, she knows. She knows. She's telling you now. She knows. Okay, so let's see what is happening here for the next 14 days. So we're looking at sort of 14-day timeline as we sort of move through it. The Five of Cups says the beginning is going to be a bit challenging. I think some things are starting to weigh down. Maybe it's the quarantine. Maybe it's the financial burden. Maybe it's the action or all the negative news or the worry that sort of comes up with the coronavirus and everybody being on lockdown and all of these manifestations that are going around because of this type thing as well, right? So the Five of Cups says there's a bit of an emotional toll, or a bit of an emotional, thing that you need to sort of lead up through and get through. Moving into the Ten of Swords as well, you could be dealing with issues of your own and trying to get past those and trying to move past those and getting back to a place where you're comfortable, where you feel more empowered, where you feel like you're not isolated, you're not alone, you're not sort of almost stranded within your own space because of all of these issues around, right? So it's a matter of getting reset or getting figured out what is good, focusing on the good, focusing on the positive and manifesting that positive within your life, and not focusing too much on all the negativity that is indeed floating around and being just, around at a sort of a critical time, crisis time as well, right? House of Tarot, thank you, Jocelyn, I appreciate it. So we got 2 negative cards to sort of start it out, sort of pick ourselves back up off of this and get back on the positive train, get back on the good news, focus and manifest the best that you can manifest, the best that you can do, and get through that, because I think there could be some issues sort of burdening you as well, along with all the societal issues that are sort of stacking up, right? The 4 of Pentacles, it's important within about the middle section of the 14 days to hang on to what you have. I think it's important to reevaluate your resources, try to figure out what resources do I have and where, and try to make sure that is locked down, make sure that that is in a place where you need them to be. If you need to make your investments, if you need to make changes in investments, if you need to move things around, just make sure that your resources are in place, your resources are planned, and your resources are where they need to be. That's going to be a big focus for you as we sort of move into that. The 8 of Wands says that we do have sort of this unusual situation about 3/4 through, maybe at day 10, to where things just start speeding up. And I think that's because some of the quarantine, some of the things are going to start getting lifted a little bit, a couple of things, not a full clear, not an all clear, but a couple of things in your life are going to sort of get lifted up and get going quicker and get going rapid. And it's going to be an availability to you to do things that you can't do right now, or things that may lock down. You could have a bit of a levy or a bit of an alleviation of some of the lockdown circumstances that you sort of have. The 8 of Wands says we're sort of moving quicker, we're getting into something, and the rest of the 14 days goes by fast because we're sort of getting a little bit back to normal. The Moon says emotionally it's going to be difficult to get back to normal, though, because obviously there's still things that are happening. There's still worries, there's still concerns, still things going on in the news and whatnot. And the Moon says to sort of firm up the emotions, and figure out where you need to be emotionally at the end of this period, and then focus on that and manifest that and make sure that that happens. If that requires meditation, if that requires some focus, if that requires some inspirational things that really make you feel powerful, things that make you feel good, then that's going to be key as you sort of end up within the end of the 14-day period. And as always, I appreciate you joining and hanging out. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see. Bountiful Sea Turtle. What does this weekend look like for me? You're going to win the lottery. Just kidding. BST. Weekend forecast. Let's check it out. We got a lot of short-term forecasting going on here. I think that I would like to use, just for you, the Dark Mansion Tarot. That's so beautiful. I waited. Everybody says this deck takes like 2 months to get to them. 2 months to get to them, and it took me like 2 weeks. Sarabi, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. I gotta say, I'm very pleased with the Dark Mansion Tarot, just how quick it got to me. Because I think I paid for the expedited shipping, and man, that was a good investment. Very pleased with that expedited shipping. If you order this, don't do anything but the expedited shipping. All right, Dark Mansion indeed. Tarot Magician, it's so good to see you again. I've missed you on the channel. I know you've been busy. I went and watched some of your streams, hung out over there. All right, let's find out what we're doing and how is your quarantine going on. Bountiful Sea Turtle. What's going on for the weekend? I got a couple of majors. I think it's going to be a nice weekend for you. I think one of the factors is that you feel interrupted. You feel interrupted by a variety of things, not just the quarantine, not just all the drama going on. You feel interrupted. And it's sort of time to get your power back, right? The Empress, strength combined with the Empress. It's time to get sort of your feminine power back. It's time to regain some of that power. I think this weekend you're going to do a couple of exercises. You're going to do a couple of things. You're going to watch a couple of videos or whatnot. This sort of gives you that back a little bit and sort of makes you feel back to normal, and back to a state where you're going to be happy. You're going to be intensify, and you're going to sort of be back on that path. And that's sort of hard to do once we're sort of knocked off the path, trying to get back on it and all of that stuff. But the Queen of Wands, the King of Swords, says the people within your life, the people that you talk to, your family, your friends, things like that are going to be key component to this weekend to sort of start that process and get that, right? Sort of catching up with them, getting to find out more about that. If you have a significant other that's talking about this, because we have the King and the Queen. The King of Swords is all about the communicating with them and making sure everything's okay, sort of level setting with friends, relatives, and things like that this weekend. And the Queen of Wands says, you know, making some plans once the quarantine's over, making some plans for what you want to do and how you want to go and things like that. So that's, you know, this is going to be a reset this weekend, gaining your power back, gaining your momentum back, not letting that falter, staying on point, staying on focus, and sort of getting that done is going to be pretty critical this weekend. But, you know, it's just a couple of days. How much can you do? Just do whatever you can. Holly, how is it going? Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. We're going long tonight. All right, Miss Michelle wants to know, does he want me back? Well, I hope so. Miss Michelle, you're awesome. I'd want you back. I mean, I'm just saying. All right, Miss Michelle, does he want me back or not? Does he want me back or not? But yeah, by the way, click that like and subscribe. I mean, I do magic on here. We got 700 videos. I go long. We do lots of readings. I mean, I can't do any more. I love all of you. Hit that like button. Let me know that you love me too. Let me know that you love me too. What's in store for me over the next month? We have a lot of these. Short-term things. Figure it out. There we go. All right. So, does he want me back or not? Well, let's throw down. Already getting sort of a weird vibe here. You know, let's go to the love screen. I mean, we got to go to the love screen. Do we have any pajamas? No, I think we're good for pajamas. I'm not wearing pajamas. I am wearing shorts. So, there we go. All right. So, no pajamas today because it's 92 degrees. So, you know, it's shorts weather. It is shorts weather now. But we're on the love screen. Does he want me back or not? Does he want me back? Tarot Magician, come back tomorrow. We're going to have smoke. My smoke cartridges came in, by the way, tomorrow. So we're having smoke so that like the cards will have smoke emitting from them and stuff. It's pretty cool. Tarot Magician, you got to come. It's one of my favorite things. Anyway, they had this sale at my magic shop for like 90% off. So I just bought like $20 of smoke refills, which is a lot, by the way. It's like, 3 years worth. Okay, so we're looking for the Magician. Speaking of the Tarot Magician, we have the Magician right here. Does he want me back? Tarot Magician, a couple of aces. That's interesting. We have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and Judgment. I think that they do want you back, but they want you back. I don't think they want you back in the same way that you want them back. I think they're going to reevaluate the rules here. So the rules, I think, have changed. They have different expectations now. They have different ways of thinking. They have different ways of sort of approaching things now as well. The Magician says that they do want you back, but in a different way. It may not be the way that you're too excited about. It may not be the way that you're too excited about. So, you may want to sort of reevaluate that or double check before you just sort of jump in. The Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles says they're pretty much sort of waiting for you to make the first move. They're waiting for you to communicate, because when you broke it, when things faltered, when things fell down, and they thought that it was your fault. And it's important here to understand that that's just their opinion, though. They thought that it was your fault. And you have some things to fix or some things to sort of heal or get back and things like that. So it's almost like that they want you to make the first move, and they want you to either apologize or to go about it, to go about doing the fixing. They want you to do the fixing. And again, they're waiting for you. Judgment says that you could bring it back into balance. Things could get back to normal, but again, they have some different expectations now. So it's going to be a lot of communication. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of figuring out what's going on. And again, level setting the relationship back to something that you can work with. Can you work with it? Can you work with it? Maybe, but it's going to be an interesting time. It's going to be an interesting time. Again, it's not a freebie. It's not like a video game save, right? A video game save file to where I just load the save file from a year ago and we start there. And just like everything was a year ago, that's not it. That's not it. Anyway, Jennifer, thank you for your donation. Jennifer, let me know what your question is. Let me know what your question is so I can answer it. All right. So yeah, you may want to be careful as you sort of sneak back into that thing, because the rules have changed. The rules of the game are a bit different. Oh, what am I doing? HG wants to know unemployment check. Well, not check, deposit now. Nobody really gets a check, right? When do I get my unemployment money? When do I get my unemployment money? I thought that was automatic. Is there something delaying it? Something happening there? Pre-Raphaelite Tarot will be good for that, by the way. That is interesting. All right. Jennifer, you did a funny video on YouTube on how my ex broke my heart. Okay. Jennifer, did you have a question, or you just want to advertise your YouTube channel? You did a funny video on YouTube. Okay. Let me know if you have a question. You want a reading on the funny video? I don't understand. Let me know. Thank you for your donation, by the way. All right. That is for you, Jennifer. This is not a reading for you. You are 9th in line. It'll be a while, Jennifer. Sorry about that. We got others. We got a very active Wednesday, Jennifer. That's what we do here. We do magic tricks with smoke, and we have a very active Wednesday. All right. Will your funny video on YouTube be successful? I got it. Okay, we'll check it out. Again, it's going to be a while. Sorry about that. All right. The 5 of Coins says the unemployment check is going to be a while. Wow, we got 2 indicators that it's going to be a while. It seems that they are either rushed or they are backed up, or something's going on over there to where they're sort of trying to get everything caught up. They have a big stack of items to work on, but the 5 of Coins is sort of that poor, desolate people walking in front of the church, and the 8 of Cups is sort of being abandoned and being emotionally abandoned and sort of leaving one sad situation and moving on, right? So again, we have a lot of people sort of lined up. You have this big line of people in a queue, and they have only a certain amount of time that they can do it. They only work so fast, and they didn't hire anybody apparently, and they're sort of working on it and trying to get it fixed, or trying to get it caught up. But it looks like it's gonna, be a little bit. So if you're looking for a timeline, it's almost like it's going to be a few weeks. I want to say 9 weeks, but that is a long time. I don't think it's going to be 9 weeks, but I think it's going to be a few weeks before you actually get it up and running. The 2 of Cups says you do actually get it. Everything's successful. The 7 of Pentacles says that you get the money, and and you find out that it's going to be that you get either a little more money because they have some incentive to where they're giving a little more money, or they're giving a little longer time. So you either get more money or more time within the unemployment to sort of look for things and things like that. So you get some sort of a good news once you get it, but looks like it's going to be weeks. I want to say 9 weeks, but that is a really long time. I've never filed for unemployment, so I don't know how long it takes, but 9 weeks seems excessive, but it's going to be a couple of weeks minimum. And that's just what the tarot says. Good luck with it. Hopefully you get it pretty quick. I imagine they are backed up indeed, though. JL, thank you for your donation. Will my husband find a job? Let's check that out and go for that. I do want to use something that's going to be old, reliable, like the Alice in Wonderland tarot, or the Tarot in Wonderland. There we go. Let today get approved. All right. Antonella, my favorite land in EverQuest 2 ever. Absolutely ever. One day I'm going to show you what that means. Antonella, did you actually go out and search that? And search that land in EverQuest? I'm just kind of curious because I mention it like every single time. I'm kind of curious if you actually went out and you're like, what the world is he talking about? The tarot in Wonderland. Speaking of wonder, that is a wonderful tarot. That is a wonderful tarot. Choose the deck for my reading. You know, if you want a particular deck for a reading, just let me know. But yeah, I just randomly chose this one. And we got a couple of good cards here. So finding a job is going to be difficult. Master the obvious here before we start. Finding a job is going to be difficult until everybody lifts all these lockdowns. We currently have a big boot right in the neck of the economy. A big boot in the neck of the economy. And until that boot's lifted, it's going to be difficult to sort of move on, move past, and get rolling with the economy, unfortunately. But you already knew that. So let's move on. The world says that once this is fixed, once things move out, we have the World of the Six of Wands, two fantastic cards. We have the Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands. I think that they have more than one opportunity that just sort of pops up. More opportunities, a lot of opportunities. I think that things open up. Some things that, some jobs where people got laid off, where people just like, screw it, I'm retiring. Some other people moved into different professions. Other people just, don't want to work again, or they're working in a different industry or whatnot. But the world into the Lord of Victory, the Lord of Success and Victory, is looking very good. It's extremely positive. And it sort of points to the world being those options, right? It's almost like a Seven of Cups feel, the world being all those options, and a lot of good things coming as well. Ace of Wands, there are quite a few different things. I think the job that your husband is going to be looking at once this is over is a job that's going to be a bit farther away or a bit more of a commute. I think that's the one that they finally find that they get more of a commute. And that's a job with this weird interview that happens during the job, right? Again, they have some options. They hit the different options and they seem to find quite a few. But again, master the obvious until this is over. There's not going to be a lot of options. But once this is over, I think that he's going to find some places where, again, people either said, screw it, I'm retiring, or let me get into a different industry. If I'm going to get laid off every 5 minutes, screw this, let me go into something else. Or people that just, move or want to get somewhere else and things like that. So trucking jobs, Jesus, man, that is a stable income. Jesus, trucking is the most insanely stable income in the history of mankind. My dad was a trucker, so anyway, so we have a lot of different jobs. So that would explain the commute, right? The Three of Wands. I think it's almost like a unique job that he gets, by the way. So it's looking very good, man. That is an insanely stable industry. Even now, how do you get laid off from trucking right now? Because everybody wants everything delivered. I'm just saying. Anyway, but yeah, just tons of jobs. And by the way, don't worry about trucking automation. That's a joke. Trucking automation is a joke. They're going to have, even if they have an automated truck, they're still going to have somebody behind the wheel. Look at the automated cars. What do they have? They got somebody behind the wheel still. I'm just saying. It's just my opinion. But that's looking fantastic. That's a fantastic set of cards. If you want a great set of cards, that's it. That is a fantastic set of cards. All right, just got his license. I'm telling you now, that industry is nuts. That industry, it's like the medical industry. It never, ever goes down. It never goes down. Like some industries just go downhill. Some industries have, variances in how many people they need. Sometimes they need some people. Sometimes they don't need anybody. Trucking and medical industries always need a crap ton of people. I'm just saying. So yeah, a crap ton of people. All right. The need for truckers. They need truckers for everything. You're serious? I'm serious. They need truckers literally for everything. Truckers make the world go round. Anything where you're driving makes the world go round. Look at Amazon. Look at Amazon drivers. Have you seen the Amazon drivers on YouTube that are like telling you how to make a living? This one dude, he's making like $104,000 a year being an Amazon driver, and he's like, I mean, obviously it's full time, but still. Anyway, so he came up with his own unique. Go to YouTube and look up Amazon drivers. I mean, they're making bank. The dude like has this nice car and a house, and there's no end in sight. I mean, it's not like the Amazon driver is going to be unemployed. I mean, come on. Anyway, so yeah, it's interesting, very interesting. Go watch YouTube on Amazon driving for a living. There's plenty of them, and watching that is very eye-opening just how much money they're pulling in. Okay, so by the way, this is the 78 Mythical Tarot of the Imaginary. Tarot of the Imaginary. IT for Amazon. There you go. Did you know that there's so many weird things about Amazon? Okay, sorry, I know people are waiting. But Amazon hires people that live in trailers. And I'm being serious. Go look on YouTube with this. I don't know why I watch people in trailers, but it's fascinating for me. People will have a trailer, and Amazon will pay for them to park at a trailer, where they give you the power and whatnot. You'll have the power and you'll have the water and whatnot at a thing, and so you park your vehicle there with your little with your RV. You'll park your RV there. Jam Girl, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Tell me what your question is, Jam Girl. Thank you so much. But you'll park your RV there and get water and power. Anyway, Amazon will pay them to stay there, and they'll pay for their hookups for them to work part-time. And they're given like bonuses and medical. It's really weird. It's really unusual. Anyway, all right. So sorry about that. We'll be hearing from Mike and the mechanics this weekend. We got to pull an extra card because it is Shaker, by the way. Got to pull an extra card because it is Shaker. And there's your extra card, Shaker. See, are you happy? You happy? Got your extra card. The Nine of Pentacles. Is it going to call or not? Well, this is a yes or no question. I have like 100 cards, but Six of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Is he working? Is he working this weekend? I think he pings you. I'm not sure if he sees you or not. The Nine of Pentacles is sort of a starter card that we sort of start things, but we don't really finish it. We don't really go full hog into it. The Nine of Wands, again, is a bit of almost a delayed feel, or things are being within that. The Devil, there's some circumstances that sort of prevent a full interaction or a full type of thing. And the Six of Pentacles, again, sort of looking at that, a bit of a feel into the Three of Pentacles, which means sort of working or something to do with work or something to sort of being started up and whatnot. Julie, thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you being here. But yeah, it seems like they're working or they have something occupying them. They're busy. They have some things. I think they do ping you though. They say, hey, what's going on? Things like that. I think that interaction occurs. But as far as just a full-on visit or whatnot, it seems like the Devil means there's some interruption. Three of Pentacles, again, it could be work. There's a bit of a delay. And they do intend to see you. They did intend, but again, things came up, and it could be a bit of a miss, maybe a ping and a hello and a what's up and maybe a see ya or something like that. But as far as full on, it doesn't look like that. Doesn't look like that at all. All right, what do I need to work on? Jocelyn wants to know, what do I need to work on? All right. Anyway, Shaker, thank you for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. You know I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You know, that's a Texas accent, by the way. I appreciate you. All right. Let's do a little shuffle here. All right. Okay. Let's check it out. To avoid his wife at home. All right, what do you need to work on? Let's do some there. I need a better graphic for the Playful Heart Tarot. That's not a good graphic. I need to take a picture of the box. I do. I just need to get a picture of the box and work with it and just work with that. All right, what do I need to work on? Jocelyn wants to know. By the way, once I get done with these 9 million readings, we will be ending soon. Ending soon, last reading's right there. I need to change the font. I need to change the font. I need to make it red. What about bright red, just like that? Oh, wow, I can't even see it. All right, ending soon, last reading. There we go. Let's see. Still going. We're going long tonight. Going long tonight. That's what we do. So what do you need to work on? The King of Cups. It's all about getting a reconnection with somebody that you've lost that connection with, right? The Three of Pentacles. It's almost like that you need to work at it. So you've sort of lost connection with some people, and you need to get that back. And in order to get that back, you're going to have to sort of approach maybe a situation to where you're not exactly comfortable with it. You're not exactly comfortable. You may have some discomfort. You may have some unusual things happening. It's important to get back with that person and establish that communication and fix it, right? Again, it's going to be a little work. It is going to be a little work. As far as the Queen of Pentacles is concerned, I think that you have some dealings with this person that may involve money as well. You could have a bit of drama with money or a bit of drama with some type of resources, and you're sort of trying to figure out how to deal with some of this. But the Two of Cups says you're going to be able to get back with this person and get sort of restored with this particular person, this as far as what to work on. The other thing to work on is sort of finding, it's sort of like you've lost something. You've lost something and you need to find it. You need to find it. You've lost something and you need to find it. And it's been bugging you. It's been bugging you. You sort of try to avoid it maybe, but you've lost something and you're trying to find it. You need to find it. And that's going to be important for you. I think you know what I'm talking about, but it's important to get that restored and to get that back. Because a lot of times you're sort of reaching for that. You're trying to get that back in place, or you're trying to get that back into your life, and you can't. It's difficult. It's time to renew that or start working back on that and get that going again. So what's lost can be found again. You maybe have given up, maybe you have thought twice about it, but it's not a matter of that. It's a matter of getting back into the groove and getting back into that and focusing on it and restoring what you once had as far as that's concerned. All right, so that is the Playful Heart Tarot, by the way. One of my favorite decks. It really is. I know, not sponsored. So let's go for the next one. And what is the near future? What does the near thing and future hold for me? All right. Sarabi, thank you for your donation. Not even sure if you're still here anymore. It's been a while. We're sort of slowly parsing through this. What does the near future hold for love and money and beyond? Love and money and beyond. So, to get this, we got to have the Golden Wheel Tarot. Why would anyone want a Texan accent when you're not from Texas? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Matthew McConaughey. So Bobby's still here. I'm glad you're still here. All right. Let's figure it out. We got the Golden Wheel Tarot just for you. Just for you, we got the Golden Wheel Tarot. What does the future hold for love and money and beyond? Love and money and beyond. Well, that is that's a tall order. That is a tall order. As far as love and money go, so we're going to go with one theme. We're going to go with one theme and turn off the graphic. We're going to go with one theme and see how we get. See what we get. Is it going to be love or money? It's going to be a combination. We'll see. Seven of Cups says that you have already options in love. I think that you have a couple of options in love, some of which you're not too pleased with. Some of which you're not too pleased with. Could be for a variety of reasons, but basically when it comes to love, you do have options. Some of which you're not too pleased with. Some of which you think that could change and things that could get better. Sorry, I'm having to stand up and stretch my legs a little. Oh, been here a while. All right, but ultimately, you have options, and a lot of those options is TarotOracle on Facebook. No. Well, I am, but that account got banned because they won't allow aliases. Anyway, but yeah, it's there. I can't get into it. So you have options, and you sort of, need to figure out what you want to do with these options. Do you want to chase some of these? Do you want to go forth with some of these? I think you want different options, basically. You want some different options and some things that are a bit more optimized for you, right? The Four of Swords, some of these are unacceptable. As far as people coming in, new people coming in, if you're looking for that, you could look for a delay. It almost seems like the options that you have are plentiful or are enough. Just need to sort of chase what you can find as far as that love is concerned. I think that you've had some disappointment with love. There are a couple of sort of this broken relationships or broken things that you're not quite pleased with, and you're trying to get back to normal in some respects as far as relationships go, right? Trying to get back to normal, trying to get level set to where you can be happy again, or you can find the types of things that you want. You can get into a situation where you're going to be happy and content and have like the long lasting type things as well. So you've had some past failures with relationships, and it's time to sort of put those behind you and move forward and get that sort of rolling. As far as finances are concerned, as far as finances are concerned, you need to rely on your skills and abilities that you already have instead of trying to jump around into other areas that maybe you're not so familiar with. I think that you have something to where I'm good at this and this, but I'd like to do this. So you need to sort of figure out the two things that you're good at, the items that you're good at, the skills that you have that are marketable, that are good for you, that can make you money, that can make you success, and focus on those and focus on building those, marketing those, and moving forward with those instead of trying to expand a bit beyond what bit beyond what you can do, and focus on what you're good at. I think that's going to be better overall financially as far as how that goes. But so to figure out what you need in a relationship, move past the previous failures that you've had in relationships, pick one of the options or find one of the options that you do have and sort of go with that and try to adjust yourself to that, or try to figure out which one of those is going to be best for you. Because the Hermit sort of says if you don't pick correctly, if you don't find what is passionate for you with the relationships, the people that are going to be they're going to make you happy, they're going to have long-term success and viability for you, then you may end up not in a situation that you want to be in. So just focus on that. I think everything will be good. All right, Holly, what's the story with me for the next month? All right, let's figure that out. And then we'll do the funny YouTube video. We'll be done. What's in store for me over the next month? All right. Before we do that, I do want to figure out, Jam Girl, did you have a question? Okay, yeah, you do have a question. Will the connection between me and Kay last, and will we see each other again? He's acting weird. Well, that's not good at all. That's not good at all when they're acting weird. Man, I'm telling you, us guys are just weird sometimes. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying us guys are weird sometimes. Brianna and Shaker. Yeah, Brianna and Shaker. I have a dishwasher. Is there a secret code for dishwashing? People wash dishes in 2020? Really? People still wash dishes? I just eat grapes out of the container. I never have a dish. I eat grapes out of the container. It works for me. After this, I'm going to eat some grapes out of the container. All right, so let's see. What's in store for me for the next month? The Nine of Swords says it's all about resting. You need some rest. You need a bit of rest. I think that you've tried too hard. You tried too hard maybe over the past few weeks, maybe the past month. You've tried too hard. And I think it's sort of a spinning mouse wheel feel. Is in many respects, right? You're sort of that spinning mouse wheel feel to where I'm not really getting a lot done, but I'm doing a lot. So, sort of reset that and go back to square one. and go back to square one. What times does this start? So I know next week. I start every night at 6:30 p.m. every single night. It's not just one night. It's not just one night. It's every night, Jennifer. I'm here all the time. Like if you're awake, I'm probably here. All right. 9 of Swords says it's time to rest. You're spinning your wheels. You get the mouse wheel feel. It's time to get off the mouse wheel and make some real progress. It's time to make some real progress. The Magician says you have the skills, you have the capability, you know what you need to do to make that real progress. And a lot of times you just sort of have to just break out of the mold, break out of that mouse wheel and start really getting some ground, really making some ground with this. You're going to have some difficulty just because of the nature of your environment, how things are going, the coronavirus, everything, all this drama, everybody going across and doing all these weird things. But the Magician says you're going to be able to do that. You have the skill. The Magician has all the skills, the capabilities that they need to get this done. As the coronavirus restrictions start lifting, which I think they will, the Knight of Wands says you have unique opportunities. You have opportunities to get that ball rolling, to get things moving, to get things moving across. The 2 of Swords says as well that sometimes during this period, you're going to sort of be doubtful as to what is the best course of action. And I think if you ask people that are otherwise involved, if you ask other people that are involved, ask friends, family, I think they're going to be able to guide you and help you amongst this pathway and get things done. And I think with their help, with their guidance, with a couple of pings with various people, you're going to be able to get that done. And that's going to be important for you over the next month as well. Don't as well, some of the drama that you have in your life, you have a bit of that drama, you have a bit of that spice. You got that one person, maybe a couple of people that like the spice, like a bit of that drama. Don't let them get you down. Don't let them influence you. Don't let them sort of push you back or make you not get what you need to do. Focus on you. Focus on you. You don't need the negative feedback. You don't need the drama. That's one thing that you don't need right now is that. But you can successfully ignore that. You can calm that down. You can just put that aside, move that out of your mind, and don't let other people influence you negatively, because this is going to be your time. Once this coronavirus stuff starts lifting, once you start making this progress, it's your time. This is time to focus on you. And once you do that, then you're going to be just great, right? You're just going to be fantastic. But I think everything's going to come around the next month. I think things are really looking up for you. And as these restrictions start lifting little by little, I think you're going to be able to get that progress that you had not been able to get before. Anyway, okay, you're done. Brianna, you out of here? It's good to see you, Brianna. All right. Are you just done sort of joking around? I don't know. Watch my video. Okay, so JC made a video that was funny, apparently. All right, let's all go watch JC. JC, where are you? JC, you said you're still here. All right, let's see. What the hell? So you made a funny video. Why can't I go to your channel? Is it Brianna's channel? Is it Holly's channel? Oh no, come on. All right, now I got to go all the way over here to the live event and click on it to watch. Oh no, it's not going to watch it. Why, YouTube, why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me, YouTube? Okay, so let's scroll up. Find JC. Okay. What is even happening here? Is YouTube on? What's wrong with YouTube? All right, Jennifer Cressy. There's Jennifer Cressy. All right, so Jennifer Cressy has 35 subscribers. I'm looking. Capricorn tarot reading, Taurus tarot reading, Virgo tarot reading, Sagittarius tarot reading, Leo tarot reading. What's the name of the funny video? What is the name of the funny video? You got several 4 hours ago. You had Scorpio. How's your internet dating going? How to make candles was 8 months ago. I don't see any funny video. Anyway, let me know what the funny video title was. All right. Yes, I know what your channel is. I'm right there looking at it. And I don't see a funny video. Let me know which one's funny, and I'll watch it. All right. So for you, we'll see about, I assume you just want to know the success of your YouTube channel. I mean, I just assume that that's why you're here. That's why you're here. I'm done with my jokes. Okay, you're just done with your jokes. I got it. All right, Jennifer, let's see about the success of your YouTube channel. I think that's where we're going with this. I think that is where we're going with this. All right, this message is held for review. That's Dan. I have no idea what you're talking about. Jennifer, I have no idea what you're talking about. All right, let's find out about this and see what's happening. As far as the YouTube videos go, Four Pentacles. It's about sort of taking inventory of what you have, So it seems that you're on a variety of different paths on the YouTube plane, right? So it looks like that you've started the different signs, getting readings going. And before that, it looks like that you have pit bull videos, how to extend your life, furnace filter life hack, and things like that. So it seems like you're coming around in tarot and doing various tarot readings. So it's all about sort of finding your groove or checking out where you want to go with tarot videos. So do you want to do readings for different signs? Do you want to do free readings? Do you want to do sample readings? Do you want to do lessons? So it's finding out where your comfort zone is and experimenting, right? The Four of Pentacles, hanging on to what you have and inventorying what you have, what is going to be good for you, what is comfortable for you to make, and things like that, as well as the Magician, right? Finding your expertise. What do people like to see from you? Do they like to see your tarot readings? Do they like to see lessons on tarot? Do they like to see forecasts for different signs like you're doing now, right? So what do people like to see and what are you most comfortable doing? And finding that balance and figuring out where you'd like to be within that realm is going to be good for you, right? So make sure that where you want to go is comfortable and something that people would love to see. And you have to experiment until you find that. That's not something where you just magically know it. You have to sort of go with it and figure out your groove or your essence or what you're comfortable with, right? So the Lord of Blended Pleasure, you're going to have a bit of good news, bad news within the scenario. One is that nobody's going to watch because you're brand new, which is the struggle. The struggle is real, right? Nobody's going to watch because you're brand new, but you have to keep producing content. If you stop producing content, nobody's ever going to watch. So it's about producing that content, coming up with that content and making it enjoyable for you and everyone else again. And the more you do that, the more regular your content, the more people will come around, right? Larry's not here. Larry just started doing live readings, and Larry has like 15 people watching him now, right? So he's really sort of come into his groove and come into his comfort zone with that, and people are seeing that, people are loving the content, people are going and watching it, and that's what it means. That the Chariot, just keep producing that content, keep moving. The Chariot keeps on moving. Chariot doesn't stop. Chariot keeps going. The day-to-day content, if you're going to do it once a week, then be on a regular schedule. If you're going to do it once a day, then do it once a day, but have that regular content out so people can rely on, if people like your videos, they can rely on you being there tomorrow or the next day or the next week or whatever, and then publish on your YouTube banner, that I'm going to be here these days and come see me, right? So Lord of Blended Pleasure, it's going to be rough at first. You have no viewers. That's the life. That's the life of everybody. The Chariot, it's just about keep producing that content, keep it rolling. And once you get into that groove and once you get into that feel, it doesn't take long, right? It just takes a few weeks when people start to recognize you, people start to see you, and they start enjoying your content. But that's just a matter of just keeping on, right? Just keep on. Don't give up. Keep on, keep going, and good luck, and God bless. We'll see how it goes. All right, so Jam Girl wants to know with the connection between me and Cage. Let's find out. Let's see, connection. Let's see, JG. Me and K last. And when we see each other again, he's acting weird towards me. Well, that's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. All right, this will be the last reading. Thank you so much for everybody hanging out with me. We'll go to the love screen for this last reading. And we will do the Revival Art Tarot. Find out between you and Kay, and hopefully that works out. It's always good when love works out. Love will find a way. I love a good love that works out. All right, let's check it out here. All right. Little Fang. There you go. It's probably to do live readings every weekday. Oh my. That's a rough life. That's a hard life. Every day is rough. I mean, I have no life, so it fits me. But if you have like a real life, that's a rough go. I would not do every day. I'm just saying. Unless you have no life whatsoever. Luckily, that's me. Hey, that's me. Let's see. Okay, so what are we looking at here for UNK? What are we looking at for UNK? Will it last? He's being a bit unusual. The Knight of Wands says that you're thinking a lot about this. You're putting a lot of effort. You're putting a lot of mental energy into this. And K seems like the type of person that really is not a formal type thing. Maybe not a formal relationship type of person. It could be that they like to wing it sometimes. It could be they just go on their feelings. They go on gut feelings. They don't really like to do a lot of scheduling. They don't really like to do a lot of different things in that respect, right? The Hierophant, that very serious, that very formal type thing. It could not be. It could be that they just don't like that type. They just like to wing it and go forth and figure it out as they go along, right? And the Knight of Wands says that they're good at doing that. They're good at doing that. But you are expending a lot of mental energy. You are thinking a lot about it and putting a lot of seriousness into it. If that may not be the best solution, it may be, maybe you want to sort of adjust to their personality or adjust to their style. If they're going to wing it, maybe wing it with them. You know, hey, when they're around, it's great. When they're not around, you miss them, but you don't put a lot of that mental energy. You don't put a lot of angst into it. And it sort of gets in the way if you start to worry or be concerned about things as well. And you produce all of these scenarios in your head, right? He's not calling me because they're cheating, or they're not calling me because some terrible thing, or they're not doing this because of that. And in reality, it could be none of those. It could be none of those at all. But it's about finding that balance to where you're not worried, you're not concerned, and you let things sort of flow, and you let things sort of move along with the waves, like surfing with the waves, like one of the cards in the Echoes of Nature, by the way. But yeah, the Knight of Wands says, watch the mental energy you put. Don't turn that mental energy into worry, or don't make up scenarios that don't exist, right? If they don't want to be serious with scheduling, if they want to wing it, you know, I see you when I see you. I do things like I do things. The Hierophant says, don't try to insert too much formality in that, or it's just going to be a big turnoff. What are their intentions for you? The original question. The Two of Cups is a fantastic, followed by the Eight of Coins is a fantastic combination for any love reading, especially towards the end. The Two of Cups is basically the lovers, right? It's a connection between two different forces, emotional connection between two different forces that is reinforced by the Eight of Coins. In other words, that stability. We've worked on this relationship, and over time, as the relationship blossoms and as the relationship goes into the next stage, it's always going to be a good thing. It's always going to be a positive thing, and that stability is there. So again, you have the love, you have that emotional connection. Two of Cups is an exceptional card. Any love reading about what they think of me. The Eight of Coins as well, putting work into it actually works out. You do have the stability over time, but just watch the mental images, watch the worrying, and don't put as much effort into it. And sort of, again, flow with the waves, go with the flow as far as whatever they're putting out. You may want to adjust yourself a little to that. So if you have this very strict scheduled mindset and they don't, you may want to, find a balance in between both of those, right? You don't have to just completely conform to their lifestyle, but you can find a balance between yours and theirs to where you're not just sort of butting heads or sort of worried a lot about a lot of different things. Anyway, good luck, and I hope the best for you. And that is it for me. We went long. Thank you, everybody. We will see you tomorrow night.